Hi everyone, it's Judy here at River City Sewing, bringing you this week's video news. Well, this week at River City Sewing we've seen a lot of classes being filled up. Demi's first dressmaking Friday starts today, and there's been lots of people getting back into their sewing, pulling out their sewing machines, lots of repairs, those kinds of things. So if you're one of those people who have started to get their creative juices back and getting your machines out, then don't forget, give them a little bit of love before you start sewing. We have a busy week ahead of us next week at River City, but before I get into next week's agendas, don't forget that Saturday Stitch Out is this Saturday from 11 because next week we're at Beanley Show. So Stitcherers which is the embroidery club, 1.5 hour session, is on tomorrow morning from 9:30 till 11, and then Stitch Out, where you can bring your embroidery, you could bring whatever you really needed to bring to catch up or just do a little bit of social sewing, is on from 11 till 3. Okay, so if you haven't booked in and you'd like to come along, either to the first session, you'll need to book yourself into that, and then in the second session, you'll need to book yourself into there. Okay, we want a few more people in that Stitch Out session after our embroidery club. So if you're an embroiderer and you normally would come to Stitcherers, why not make a day of it and stay here with me? After hours, we'll have the doors closed after 1, so you'll be able to do some extra stitching in the classroom. So that'll be a lot of fun. So if you think that's a great idea for tomorrow, then why not book yourself in for that? Next week, busy time with classes, but also our big event with the pattern drafter, Maria Boncaldo, will be with us here in our event room upstairs on the first level, demonstrating her pattern drafting system called the Pattern Drafter. And it is an amazing system. I've used it, a lot of the team here have used it, and we'll be supplementing classes after that event for you to get used to using or restarting to use your pattern drafter. Okay, so if you are thinking about coming along or if you have the drafter and you need another refresher, well then come along to Maria's demonstration. It's on Thursday between 10 and 11. Okay, so once you've seen the demonstration, we'll have classes that we've planned after that event's over so that you can book yourself in and be supported by getting started with your garment making or pattern drafting. There is some classes up online right now that you can book yourself into, but come along to Maria's event. Please book yourself in, that way we know how many chairs we've got to put out and all those kinds of things, make you all comfortable and safe. So if you book yourself in, it's a free session, so if you can do that, we've still got places available there and we can expand them out again if we really need to. So there's lots of people coming in and we're really excited, and so is Maria, about seeing you all at that event. So following Maria's event on next Friday is the Beanley Quilt Show with Beanley Quilters. So I'll be down there at Beanley to have, be at the event for the store. I won't have a lot of machines down there because it's only me on the stand because I'm it. So if you have a question, if you are going to go down to Beanley Quilters and you want to talk about a machine, come and see me. There'll be some clearance items down there as well, and those kind of things. If you can't get up to the store but you'd like to talk to me about machines or take an order for accessories or whatever you'd like, just come and see me at the stand and I'll be able to help you with all that information. Okay, so come along, have a look at the quilt show. I know the Beanley Quilters always put on a great quilt show, and if you've never been, why not? It's at the Beanley Showgrounds, so why don't you go and have a look at that particular quilt show. So that's what's happening next weekend. So if you haven't been in the store for a while, we've still got our May clearance happening. So these are from 25 to 50% off a lot of the fabrics. We have some Kimberbell items here that we've got on clearance. we have some panels that were half price. And if you're practicing your quilting, then why not use some of these panels? They're half price. It's a great way to practice your free motion quilting, or if you've got a frame, it's a good way to practice new techniques. So why not come in and take advantage of those while they're on clearance? Okay, so lots of fun fabrics here, like really beautiful motor fabrics in here too. We've got some great fabrics, some of them not much left, but there's some really fun things. If you're a Kimberbell or if you're a Halloween fan, I've got some Happy Halloween fabric here. Oh, sorry, Hometown Halloween from Kimberbell as well. So lots of fabrics there. A lot of people have been taking advantage of the May clearance, and look, it's a good opportunity to maybe top up some of your stash, or if you're doing some, you know, charity quilting, the stuff like that. There's some really good fabrics in here with a lot of them. Anywhere between, like we said, that 25 to 50% off, but there's a lot here that is 50% off. Okay, so get in while the going's good. And even things like fat quarter bundles, we've got this Silly Safari one, and it's 50% off. So if you've been thinking about the kind of things you can do, I mean, that makes a great kids quilt or playmat or something like that very quickly. Sorry, these are half-metre pieces, which is even better. So you can do quite a lot with this particular one. All right, so there's all of those things on sale. We've got quite a few little bits and pieces here, but people have been really taking advantage of the 50% off the panels, because a lot of people have been practicing their free motion quilting. So those panels being 50%, it certainly helps you to practice without having to make a quilt. And it's much cheaper to get them at 50% off, right? So why not take advantage? Now, the Baby Lock sale it finishes on the 31st of May. So you've got 1 week left to take advantage of the Baby Lock offers on sale. Some of the other sales have finished already, so there's a few bargains to be had. But if you're in the market for a machine, just give us a call and we'll be more than happy to help you with a new machine. All right, there's never a better time to be looking around. Maybe your machine's a little bit tired, maybe it's a little bit older and things are starting to happen. Sometimes it's not worth putting extra money into an older machine, even if you get one part of it fixed. Sometimes it's maybe better just to upgrade to something new. So if you're in that position, why not come in and have a look around? We certainly can help you. We've got access to over 200 different types of machines, different models, different price ranges. So why not come and see the team here, and we'll be able to help you find the right one if you're looking for an upgrade or a replacement, or if you're just getting started into sewing and quilting. Why not come in and see us and we can help you get started. So what else is new? Well, we've got a whole lot of new stuff coming through, but I wanted to just highlight a couple of those new classes that's on the horizon. For those of you who are looking for the zipper class, we have put that up online now. So you'll be, those of you who've been asking, please go on the booking page and book yourself in for the zipper class. All right, it is, all the details are up online now. So if you're not quite sure, you can call us at the store and book yourself in. It's in June, and we've made it so that you can do 3 different types of zipper with Demi, so that way you can, get started with some of those garment projects. If zippers is one of those things that you feel really nervous about doing, or you're not quite sure of the best way to do it, then why not book yourself in for that? For those of you who did Margot's class last week with the colour theory, your books have been ordered. They are soon to be winging their way to us shortly. And look, it was lovely to see so many people enjoy learning all about a different take on colour, colour values and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully you all had a great time with Margot. The next class with Margot, it's a 2-day class, so over 2 different Saturdays. It's a bigger taste of walking foot quilting. Now, if you have a walking foot and you have used it a little bit, but you really, it's a bit of an investment for some of you for those kinds of pieces of equipment, then why not join into Margot's class? Okay, as long as you've used that that walking foot before, then why not join in to Margot's 2-day bigger taste of walking foot quilting. It's just going to give you more insight of the kinds of things that you can do with a walking foot. So that one's happening in June, so over 2 different weekends, and you'll get a lot out of that because you'll have a bit more stitch time in there to take advantage of using that particular foot. All right, so and quilting in general. So for those, you do need a walking foot for that class, obviously. Those of you with FAFs, or those of you with that got built-in dual feed systems, that is fine for what you want to do. If you haven't got a walking foot but you'd like to join in, then why not give us a call here at the store? We can make sure that we can get you sorted with a walking foot. You can do a little bit of practice before that class so that you'll be ready when Margot begins her 2-part class. Okay, and it's quite exciting when you can see some of the things that you can do with a walking foot on, and it just opens up a lot of opportunity for your quilting. Now, I've just wanted to let everyone know that repairs are still running around that 3-week from booking time. Dylan's trying his hardest to catch up. He's been on jury service for a month, so it's been a little bit tricky with not knowing what days he'll be here and what he hasn't, but he is doing his best to catch up on those. So if you have had your machine in, we know that we've been saying that there's about a 3-week wait. If your machine's not urgent for a service at the moment and you're thinking of bringing it in, if you just want to hold off for another couple of weeks until Dylan can catch up a little bit, then why not bring it in after that? So I know I've been waffling on and babbling on about the B700 from Bernina for a couple of weeks now, and you'll see lots of information about that coming on our website and through our social media pages, because this is a very different machine than what you would normally find from a sewing and embroidery machine, a combination machine. Now beside me is the B790, okay? So he's there, and this machine as the B700 is the same size but has the different features. But as an embroidery only, it's set up a little bit differently, and I wanted to show you the difference of why an embroidery only machine is a little bit different, especially this one from Bernina. Okay, so it's the same size and height, same footprint as all the 7 series. They were all the same. The differences start with no feed dogs. Okay, so we have a straight stitch plate that's fitted to the machine. There is no feed dogs underneath the plate. Okay, so that's the biggest difference that you'll see initially getting out of the box. Now this morning I've just taken all the, this is a brand new machine, hasn't stitched anything out here at the store because we've literally taken it out of the box, put it on the bench, and I've just taken all of the plastics off so that you can see the machine and the covers and all that. Now, with that, you have this beautiful big screen here. But the other feature difference you'll see is that normally you would have your needle up, down, your lock off button and all those things here. This is still needle up and down, but these other buttons have all been programmed for embroidery functions. Okay, so you don't have to go and find them through a menu. They've utilized the same programmable buttons here, but the symbols on them are for things like moving the hoop, positioning the hoop, design positioning, centering, all those kinds of things. And the fun one, because we don't have feed dogs to worry about going forward or moving the fabric at all, this button, which would normally be our reverse, is our light switch. So this one turns the machine on and off with its light. So, it's one of those fun features, and because it's embroidery only, that they've tailor-made this machine just for embroidery functions. So the other feature difference when you open up the machine for the first time and you have a look at the bobbin area, you'll notice that it uses a yellow high tension bobbin case. Okay, so that is this one. Okay, not the black one, it's the yellow one. So this comes as standard with the 700 embroidery only. So this is what they call the high tension bobbin case for embroidery. So you don't have to worry about your tension and all those kinds of things. And it's been set for, the tension's been set for this machine. So when this goes in, it goes in the same way, oops, as your normal. You've got your light down here, everything else is the same as normal, but a yellow tension bobbin case. Now, this is the sample that's come out of the machine, what they've put as the stitch sample. So it's got some beautiful, beautiful stitching. So on the screen itself is quite large. It's got its fonts, embroidery fonts in here. You've got 3 pages of different fonts there, which is a lot of fun. You have the designs built in, and you've got lots of different folders with the designs inside. Some are applique, some are just beautiful beautiful embroidery designs in there. There's a few applique fonts which are really fun with embroideries over the top, and there has a spot in here for you to actually save some of your designs to the machine. You can bring a design in via USB, which is really good as well. So with the screen being so large, it's good and easy to see. If I pick a design, let me see, let me just pick a little embroidery here. So we use the 26 foot, it comes standard with the machine. There are a couple of other feet that you can use with it, including the 15, which is the little bit bigger toe, the 43, the 44, 45, 48, 72, and also the pen feature. Okay, it's for the Paintworks. If you've got one of those, then one of those will actually work on this machine as well, which is the number 93. So that's a lot of fun. And so with this one, you do need to tell it which one you're using, and that way it recognizes here. Now, you have your paint palettes here, and one of the interesting things is all the brands of threads are listed in here underneath the threads. So if you come in here, and I can go through and change to any brand, well, you know, we say any brand, but most of the common brands, you can go through and pick the actual color number for the brand that you normally use, and there's a whole stack of them in there. And is, you know, RA, there's RA Poly, RA Rayon, and the list continues. So no matter what kind of thread you use, even if you use different types of thread, you can actually change it out so you've got the right color, and you know, you keep your whole embroidery in order as you go through the color palette. With your edit screen, you have your layers still, and a lot of the functions like positioning is you know, one of those high-end embroidery features that you can do with the 700. So you're not missing out on any of those embroidery functions. I think you're actually being enhanced with better embroidery functions than you may sometimes get on a machine that is basically sewing with embroidery content. But this is an embroidery machine, so you've got all of those features within that series, which is really nice. Under your information, all of those functions that you see here, like resize, you've got rotations, you've got positioning, you've got mirror imaging, you've got endless, you've got all of those fun things. So as an embroiderer, they're going to be functions that you use at least part or some of the time with setting up your embroidery. So it's fully featured is, I guess, what I'm trying to say. It's a fully featured embroidery machine. So lots of fun things. So if you want to have a closer look at the B700 and some of the fun things that it can do, then why not come in and see us? It comes with the brand new SDT embroidery unit, which means that it runs a bit faster and and it's more precise. And so you've got all the new features of the technology that came out with the 7 series, the new 7s, which include the 790 has the new embroidery module. A lot of the new, it basically runs more precisely, it runs faster than the old modules, but it is a improvement in the technology. So you're getting all that with a fun machine. Now we're doing the deal on these machines at the moment. They're normally $5,999, but we're doing the deal as $4,999 with a bonus $500 gift card, but we're only going to be doing that for the next 2 weeks. So if you have a look and have a think about the type of embroidery that you want to do, if you want to get into embroidery, or if you've been thinking about it, or if you've got an older embroidery machine but you love your machine to sew on, then why not come and have a look at this? I mean, it's fully featured embroidery machine. I mean, you're getting the features of the similar features in positioning and things like that than you have in the 790. The only thing the 790 can do, that obviously it's a later model, is obviously morphing with quilting designs and things like that. But as embroidery functions, you're getting all of those bigger hoops, you're getting positioning, you're getting endless features, you're getting all that kind of stuff in this package. So if you're thinking about upgrading your embroidery machine and weren't quite sure, $14,999 for the 790 Pro, $4,999 for the 700 with a $500 gift card. So if that's not incentive enough for a lot of you to think about, getting a great quality machine, big embroidery module, big embroidery capability with lots of features, then why not come in to see us and have a look at this model and see what it can do. So I guess that's all I've got for you this week now, after I've done that little demo. So why not come in and see the team. Happy to help you with a demo of any of the machines that you saw. But please book yourself into those classes, have a look at the new classes online, and have a creative week. So from Judy and all the team, thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing you in store next week, or seeing you at Beenleigh next weekend for the show. So bye for now.